Welcome to the Matt and Gloss Show. Today, we're going to get into something that everybody is talking about, CBD, THC. I do know there are big changes coming to the industry as far as the dispensaries and who can buy what. And there's constant updates coming in all along. We definitely enjoy the cannabis family. Specifically, I love the CBD.
Transparent. Yep.
Yes. So the CBD category seems to be growing. THC shot off the market a few years ago, but seriously, the CBD now is touching into the medical world for pain, for memory loss, all kinds of good things, even weight loss. We're reading now that it could have a lot to do with that. So if you suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, anything's having to deal with joint pain, chronic back pain, any kind of pain that you have, CBD is really showing up now in the medical research as a viable option for pain relief. And we are enjoying watching this take off because, one, I personally have gotten involved in the gummy world, the THC, CBD gummy, for helping me go to sleep at night, helping me shut my brain down, helping me be able to relax so that I can get up in the morning. Because, we work crazy gigs where we have to be on set at 5 a.m., 4:30 a.m. I've had some crazy
I didn't get home till midnight last night. I didn't get I did not get home till, a little past midnight last night.
Right.
That's how it is. So
being able to shut down at a reasonable time, because for me, without it, it takes me almost an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes to actually really shut my body down to go to sleep. And so on nights when I know I have to be up in less than 8 hours, that's important. I need to be able to get that sleep. I'm realizing in order to function, I need those hours. So we did a little research and we came across a couple of companies that are offering these different new latest new updates on CBD and all the things that they're promising with these products. So we're definitely going to partake. So Sherry, give us a little more information. You've been in the world a little more than me. You kind of brought me along, but what's your experience been with CBD and all that good stuff?
All right. So number one, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I also have arthritis. And so and I also suffer from depression. So I have like the fucking trifecta, right? So I was introduced to the medical cannabis, and it just changed my life. It absolutely changed my life. And then when I was introduced to the CBD flower, it's because you don't always want to be heady. So the THC, yes, it does all of the things that CBD does, but it also makes you heady. It also takes you sort of away from your element, away from your
environment. For lack of a better word, it makes you high.
It makes you high.
Yes, who do not want to.
But the CBD has the same effects in terms of like, it allows me to not feel the creepy crawlies when I'm laying in my bed because my body hurts so bad from the fibromyalgia. It completely takes it away without being high. I can still function. I can still do all the things. And it's actually really quite a nice experience. It's like, why do you take aspirin, ibuprofen, acetaminophen? You take all of these things because the moment they hit, you're like, oh my God, that lessened the pain. Yay. Same concept. It is the same concept.
And so for the people out there who are interested in experiencing the feelings, but are either worried about the THC amount that's involved in these products, which I think prior to these newer companies coming out, they were trying to get down to 0.0 THC involved within the CBD. Now they're claiming that they're able to produce CBD without any THC. Zero THC in these products, which would make a whole new area for the people who can't partake in quote unquote illegal drugs.
Right.
So this gives you that opportunity to try different things that, isn't going to cost you your job. It's not going
Right.
to, make you feel
Correct.
like you're having an out of body experience and you're
Correct.
someone else and all the other crazy things that people have had happen to them. So that's why we're interested in the new technology that's coming out, because it's a wider web for different people to be able to try things and
Right.
experience the relief that's so needed. And I have family members that suffer from chronic pain that without these types of
Yeah.
products, their quality of life would completely suffer. But
Right.
let's just say this, we're not doctors, we're not giving medical
Not.
advice. Let's be clear. We don't have PhDs or medical certificates behind our heads, diplomas. Do your own research, check out your own products. If you're unsure, do the deep dive, check it out. But there's lots to read. There's lots of companies out there offering all kinds of products. And then,
Yeah.
Sherry, you were telling me that come this summer, the dispensaries in Maryland will no longer require the medical marijuana card.
That is correct. So as of July of 2023, I first started saying June, and I think that was just me being whatever. But I think it's July of
Right.
2023, the state of Maryland. And I know DC is already like, you can go into any dispensary and buy
Right.
whatever.
You don't need a medical card.
You do
Absolutely.
not need a medical card. And so Maryland will now do it. And
I wonder what's taking them so long. Why do you think that they didn't?
Okay, so there's a massive stigma behind it. And I can remember, I mean, tell
The
you,
gateway drug.
right? It's a gateway
That
drug.
part.
You know what? It turns out that it is non-carcinogenic. Let's start with that.
To
right?
smoke it?
To smoke it, it's supposed to be non-carcinogenic. So if it's supposed to be non-carcinogenic, then it can't be any worse than a cigarette. So let's start there, right?
Yeah, but those things are killing people. So why would we compare that?
All right. So then, no, but I'm saying, but they're trying to put them in the same category. It's like, but you're inhaling smoke. Yes, but this is a natural herb that is supposed to not be carcinogenic. When cigarettes are made with tobacco, and if it's real unprocessed tobacco, it's great, but cigarettes are not. They are processed and additives are added, and it's carcinogenic. You see where I'm going with it?
Copy
So
that.
the leaf of the marijuana plant, in whatever strain it comes in, it is natural unless you put something or an additive in it. And that's the difference. So one is carcinogenic, one is not. Okay.
Now, Sherry, I've heard that when you heat up the flower, that you lose a lot of the medicinal properties. So when you burn it or when you warm it to make oils or gummies or anything, what do you think about that? What's your opinion on that?
Well, okay, so if I were baking a cake, I would say, yeah, it matters the amount of heat. But it's like, but this is a topic that we need to do a part 2. Can we do a part 2? Hey, if you all want us to do a part 2, we have to do a part 2. You know why? Because we have so much information about this topic. So hit us up. Matt and Gloss Show, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Let's continue this conversation, because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to CBD, gummies, THC, and the stigma and the judgment that comes with it.
Absolutely. It's a lifesaver sometimes. And I love to partake when it's necessary. Because I can just relax. It is the best. Absolutely.
If I can just say this, okay, and okay, this is supposed to be a very, open show where we are unfiltered. I suffer from depression, fibromyalgia. I suffer from a lot of things. This has saved my life, and it has allowed me to be present in my life. And that's the whole point of medicine, is it not? It's to heal.
It's for everyone else. It's not for you. It's for everyone else.
But for me, I needed this, and I didn't even know I needed it, And I come from a Mormon world. How about that?
That's the next podcast coming up.
Right.
We're going to get into it.
So let's talk about it. So yes, Matt and Gloss Show, YouTube, follow us, Facebook, follow us, TikTok, yay, Instagram, come on.
Yes. Please like, please subscribe, send us messages. If you need recommendations, we can help you out with that as well. But thank you for tuning in. We'd love to see you and hear from you. Remember, drop us a comment below. Have a good evening.